I didn't know you lived in the bar.
Oh yeah. Robar Tesoro, I think was the name of the street. I
Oh,
don't.
you on 399.
Yeah. Yep.
That's that's a little cute neighborhood over there by the water.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. It was real nice. That little episode gave me something. The failure is not an option because I had to move to Destin somehow. I was getting there.
Hey, Jeff, that was in Robidahl, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You got it, Cal. Robidahl Estates. I didn't remember the name.
My sign in my office is I don't fail, I flourish.
Nice. John's got a sign in his. What does yours say?
What the hell are you doing?
That's
I
funny.
have so many signs that they don't mean anything anymore. Right? They're all mixed.
It's a couple of them on my I've had that motivate me. That's what you need to help you be motivated when you're not surrounded by a team. You need encouragement, some way, form, or fashion.
So my dad pulled the negative motivation on me and it worked. He would say, you're not smart enough to pass your driver's test on the first time, or you don't work hard enough for this or that. I had long hair at the time. He gave me this long-haired bum story. But it worked because everything he ever told me I couldn't do, I did.
You had to prove him wrong.
Yep, that's right. That's totally right.
Just think where you'd been if he hadn't have said all those things to you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, your parents do all they can for you. That was his way. I think that must have been what his dad did to him, right?
He would have been fine. Then you met me.
My dad bought me a new pair of work boots every year.
I always make a comment. I never knew what color my dad's wallet was because he never give me any money. He never pulled his wallet out to give me any. He taught us to work for it.
What's the joke? When my dad wanted to hide something from me, he'd put them in my work boots.
But you were John, you sold everything, didn't you? You sold calendars, all kind of
I
stuff.
sold a lot.
You were selling things in college to people
I'm still
to make
selling.
money.
Yeah. I was selling at 9:30 last night here in the office.
Oh, I saw that picture. I was going to ask you, where was that?
Here in Keller Williams Realty Emerald Coast.
You were there at night?
Technical difficulties, and the other agent who wrote a contract that wasn't proper relied on me. Because you know what? If you got to carry the weight to get a deal done, you carry the friggin' weight.
That's right.
I don't want to hear the bitching. I don't want to hear, but screw that. No,
Yeah.
you pick it up and you start walking.
Uh-oh, Julie, she's in an office somewhere with some
She
back at
is.
Platinum VIP. Here we go.
Here we go. We're getting close.
I guess I gotta undo that. That's a fake background.
I didn't think you could be in your office at 5:30 in the morning. Of course, John was in his at 9:30 last night. So, hey, it could happen.
Then
Yeah.
today I get up, I got to do something I haven't done in a long time, or that I was supposed to do a long time ago before I get caught.
This doesn't sound good. Go
No,
ahead.
so I got to put a sign up. I got to put a sign up.
Father, son, here
um,
we go. We're ready.
And so I go and I got to screw the sign to the post, which is usually nothing, except my daughter now lives in the same town I do. So I go, I load everything in. And it's like forever away. I'm loading everything up. I got, one eye open, the other one's half closed. And I'm just pumping myself up. Just do it, get it done, get it done. And then I go get my power drill and it's freaking gone. And I know exactly where it's at. It's at my daughter's house. Yep. So I'm like, all right. Because, you know, she just moved in, she's got a new house, she needs all the stuff I have, which means I don't have any
Right.
anymore. So I'm like, all right, that plan is not working right now. Plan next. So anybody got any cool stuff? Anything fun? I put a deal together yesterday, a magic deal. Knock on wood or whatever.
Julie has something, I think.
I
What do you
set
got,
up
Julie?
2 new listings.
Boom.
Yay.
Very good.
One's way overpriced, but I'm like, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it,
Isn't
please.
that weird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Pick me.
Mm.
You know what we're running into?
Has a bus across the street with all kinds of ghosts and goblins and crap and like just looks like crap. And you know, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it.
That's the one that's gonna sell.
Hey, that's right. One of the top agents when I was new, she used to do that all the time. She'd take overpriced listings, but then somehow convince them to sell it for the market value when an offer comes in. So it worked for her.
Yeah, you get that pile of money sitting on a table right in front of you. You can either take this or keep holding to see what's behind curtain number 2.
Well, I'm just like, you know,
Oftentimes.
open houses, prospecting, all
There
that
you
kind
go.
of stuff.
Lever it for sure.
Very good. Yeah.
We're,
Here we
we're
go.
having it's 8 o'clock. Well, let's talk about this. Hey, welcome. New day. Exciting things are gonna happen here. Real quick before we start with today's regular scheduled program. We're seeing this. I just want to address it. Just popped up. Perhaps the hardest real estate market of my career, and I've seen some doozies. We're starting to see a lot of sellers will only list right now if we do it for 4%. I'm like, hold on, Tiger. Hardest market ever, half as many sales as we've been experiencing. Rates are the highest they've been since your grandpa was walking the earth, all this stuff. And you want us to go the cheapest and you want to overprice that POS? Sorry, right? So we're telling them to get lost. I mean, we're working on some things, but probably 3 of the last 4 sellers are negotiating commission. All right. And our instinct, at least with my people, are okay, something's better than nothing. Careful. I got 4 ex-wives that I went into that with the same mentality. Careful.
No, he didn't. He did not.
I did. I loved them all right until we said get lost.
Here, let me, Chris,
All
get her
right.
on.
So at any rate,
Well, I
don't
got
don't
two
discount
ex-husbands.
yourself because somebody else screwed up. Is my point. All right, Jeff. What are we talking about? You had something you want to talk about today?
Okay. Yeah, this is going to tie in. John will follow it up. This is about the thinking part. Yesterday, my son called me and we had a really good conversation about happiness and wealth, et cetera.
Your son's how old?
28.
Nice.
And he's asking me about reaching, he reached some goals and he doesn't feel any different. And he said, how do I find happiness? I said, the first thing you have to do is ask yourself the question, what makes me happy? So when I ask people that question, they don't have an answer. Most of the time they say, I never thought about it. Well, you have to think about it and then you have to do something about it. Anyway, here we go. Most people dream of wealth and happiness, and they never get beyond the dreaming. You obtain your dreams by doing, not dreaming. And that's what John talks about every day. You become happier when your thoughts and your actions are in line. So who controls what you do?
You.
You do. All right. So you measure your progress by measuring your actions, in this case, contacts, however you can achieve them, like calls, texts, open houses, holiday events, anything that you commit to is how you can do it. So Gandhi come up with some version of this. He said, your dreams or your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and lastly, your values become your destiny. So go for the largest life you ever dreamed possible. It is definitely within all of you.
Okay, so let's talk about this for a quick minute. The thing that jumped out of me from that is how can you nurture your dreams, right? Like, because we get beat up. I get beat up.
Yeah.
So you got to nurture those dreams. And the way you do that is through, I don't know, self-development stuff, personal development, whatever they call that stuff, right?
Yep.
You gotta put good info into your head all the time, especially when it's hard. The harder it is, the more you got to put in. Matter of fact, the better it gets, the more you got to put in. It's that middle ground where you're probably safe. Because when things are so good, you start believing you're better than you are. High tide raises all boats. Don't forget that. You're a guy I follow always says that a good market trumps a good agent every time, right? It's the market that's making you probably good, at least a big part of it. And the market will make you bad, at least a good part of how bad you are. So don't believe your own story. If you're crushing, it's probably because the market's crushing. If you're getting crushed, it's probably because the market's crushing everybody. So those are the times when you got to feed your dream, all right? To bring you back to reality or to boost you up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I think what happened is his son is at the high end. He's achieving his dreams. And all of a sudden his dreams weren't his dream. It was just, a daydream.
Yeah, it was a dream, but your dreams and goals move throughout your life.
Yeah.
Believe at 68, I've transitioned all around with that.
Yeah. So let's build off of that too, Jeff, because what I wrote about today is how messages hit differently at different times in your life. Right.
Yeah.
You hit him up 3 years ago when he hadn't hit his dream. He's not having this conversation because he has his dream. Now he needs a new one. Sounds
Right. That's right.
right? Because things hit you different. And we keep pounding on this same message, and I get it everywhere. I've had the same coaching call for 20 years. Get more listings. Ooh. Boom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just comes at me differently. But then because I'm thinking about this morning too. It's like, I was thinking, are there things I like now that I never used to like? And there are, right? And there's things I never liked that I do now because they hit me different. I wear these stupid readers. Can you imagine when I was 20, I would be wearing some stupid readers? No chance. But it hits me different. And information hits you different depending on where you are and what's going on. To make more context is going to hit you differently depending on what's going on. So we got to say the same message. You go to church, that message at church has not changed for 2,000 years, right?
Mm.
The Old Testament or the New Testament's 2,000 years old, for God's sake. So it just hits you different. So what you got to do is you got to be open your own freaking mind. Don't shut yourself off. Show up, take it. Maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't. You know what I mean? So timing's different. You got to play the timing game. Always be open because you don't know when the right idea is going to hit you. So be open. Or what's the saying? Don't be out back taking out the garbage when opportunity knocks. So the fact that y'all show up here is cool, right? I'm preaching to the choir, but make sure you keep an open mind with your clients. And should I talk to this person? They don't like me. They don't give you 2 seconds of thought is what it is, right? Until you call them.
Right.
All right. So give them a chance not to like you at least. Call them up, knock on their door, ask them how they can help. 2 days ago, here, how's the other thing, right? You talk to somebody, now I'm not interested. Here's the one I use all the time, cars. No, I don't need a car. I got a great car. 5 minutes later, you're leaving the office, somebody rams into you, your car's total. You need a car, right? 10 minutes ago, you didn't, now you do. Right? So if you're the car person, you got to be there all the time. And sponsor a demolition derby and just get out. Quick side note. My 15, now 16-year-old unpaid intern shows up every day, right? For 2 hours every freaking day. So great. He comes in the other day And he says, the world's about to change. I'm like, oh shit. What do you know? What do you know that I don't know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? I'm getting my license on Thursday. I'm like, oh, thanks for the heads up. I'm staying home.
Here we go.
Yeah, what a great story. He literally, all serious, the world's about to change, he says. Like, oh God.
His
Probably-
work.
All right,
Are
sorry,
you-
timing. You have more on that, Jeff? Because I got some other things too.
No, that was good.
All right, so let's talk about some fun stuff. You ready? Because here's the thing, the market's gonna get tighter before it gets looser. In all aspects of that, it's gonna get tighter. Mortgage rates are about to go up again. Get ready for them, people. You're gonna start to see unemployment go up, which is what the Fed's trying to do, and they need to do it to get healthy. You gotta get sick to get healthy. You're gonna see the cost of everything go to the higher on what it's already high. It's amazing. Now, it's still going to be transactions. You still got death, divorce, and disease. You still got all that for sure. So there'll still be an undercurrent, a steady undercurrent. But on top is going to be Deadsville, right? There's going to be very little bit going. So you're going to have to dig deep to get your stuff. So here's what I'm telling my people. Stack it, baby. Stack it up. All right? Everything. Stack your buyer leads and your seller leads. Because here's what happens. Buyers want to buy, but they can't find anything to buy, or the cost is too high. And, you know, I don't know, reason number 9,000, you got all these reasons they want to buy. They're not saying I don't want to. They're saying I can't under the current terms and conditions. They still want to. This is COVID. People still wanted to come to the beach. They still wanted to go wherever. They still wanted to do stuff, but they couldn't. As a matter of fact, the more they couldn't, the more they wanted to. And then when they opened the doors, the whole real estate world took off, right? It's the same thing here. Stack these people up. Do not adopt the attitude, oh, I'm going to wait till it loosens up and it's going to be bull crap. Stack your people, and you're going to have to get good at this. It's a different skill that you haven't had to have. You're going to need now. You got to learn how to, what was the analogy I used yesterday with this gal I was talking to? Because she called me up. She's been crushing, ain't crushing right now. And her agents are sucking it and they're wondering, what do I do? I told her, you got to start stacking this stuff because they're going to buy. And your sellers, sellers want to sell. They got nowhere to go. Even if I did sell out of my low rate mortgage and I did go buy something, there's nothing for me to buy, right? So I can't, even if I wanted to take on that big mortgage. And on top of that, banks are not lending right now. They've constricted. To get a HELOC is next to impossible. To get money out of banks right now is very difficult because their reserves are low and they're looking at the market going, this thing's going to go bad here pretty soon. I don't want a bunch of takebacks on my books where I got to foreclose and try to sell junk. Banks will not do that right now. So if you're trying to get loans, if you're buyer agents out there working with people and banks, right? So even if I'm a seller and I would sell, I got nowhere to go and I can't get a loan to upgrade, I guess I'll stay until something changes. So everybody's stuck. Buyers want to buy, sellers want to sell, but there ain't no music playing, so nobody's dancing, right? So what I told this gal is, back to my younger days last week, or maybe 30 years ago, remember when you would go to the bar and you had to wait to get in because it was too busy? Or maybe we can relate to it now as an adult. You go to some of these things. Ben Kinney used to have these how to win at social media or whatever at these conferences, and you couldn't get in because everybody wanted to go and you had to wait for somebody to have to go to the bathroom and have to leave, and then they'd let one in or something, right? It's the same thing here. There's not enough houses for the people that want to buy them. So you got to wait. But you know what? The person working the door, the bouncer, whatever, they had to be salespeople. No, wait, man, it's going to be great. It's so much fun in there. I know it's raining. I know it's snowing. I know it's horrible out here, but no, it's going to be great. It's worth the wait. Just wait here. Get back in line. See it back there around the corner. Go wait in line. It's going to be worth it. That's what you are right now. You're that bouncer telling all the people, get in line because it's going to be worth it. All right. And if you don't have that skill, if you're not willing to do it, you're going to be in trouble. So we're stacking them. We're calling people left and right. Man, your time's coming. I know it's hard right now. I know it's hard. I'm with you. Get in line. Make sure you got your slot in line. Here's a number. Here's a whatever. And learn what they want. Learn what they're looking for. Look what they need. And know that, such that when this thing does start to loosen up, they're on your speed dial. They're just, I got it. I got you. I got you. Because if you're not creating those lines, somebody else is. Somebody else is, and you're going to be out, right? You're going to be second in line or third in line, and there ain't going to be nothing left, right? You're going to be like the youngest kid at Thanksgiving. You're not going to get crap, or you're going to get crap. The good stuff went to your older brother already. So that's just the way it is, right? It's life. So my point is, start stacking your stuff, right? I learned this from a kid. He's 27 years old, used to work for me. He's looking to buy. And he keeps asking me, is there anything good? Anything good? Anything good? It's like, no, I'm just going to stack my cash. God damn, that's smart. Right? And he's stacking his cash, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So start stacking your leads. Start stacking them and start learning how to keep them happy. Hire a juggler, a clown, bring some freaking hot coffee out to them, whatever you got to do to keep these people interested in buying and selling with you, not the guy with fingers pointing at his head. You got to do it. You got to do it. And you'll get a few things. I put a deal together yesterday. Check this out. I put a deal together. The guy sent me a text. I want you to list my place. I'm like, okay, let's set up an appointment. No, send me the paperwork. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, yeah, here. Right. And got an offer. Do you think we can get more? I don't know. If you don't take this, will that be a problem if they go somewhere else? Yes. Take this deal. Right? Hey, I think we got a deal. Okay. Done. Right? Now it has to get closed. Now the work starts. Now the work starts. What's that, Jeff? You're muted. You muted yourself.
How long have you been calling the guy that texted you to come list it?
So a long time. A long time.
Many years. Just,
Long time. I'm a known entity in his world.
yep, that's the results. You wanted to be, this is my realtor, John, and that's what we want for all
Keep
you
in mind,
got.
I haven't sold real estate mostly in 2 years, right? Matter of fact, I don't even know how to do the paperwork stuff. Not that I ever did, but I really don't now. And Katie's out of town, so it was a nightmare, which is why I was here at 9:30. Absolute nightmare. But it got done. It got done. Probably could have got done a lot earlier, but it got done. And we're under contract. He's happy, I'm happy, they're happy, and now we just got to get it closed. That's the hard part. But there are deals, is my point. In the meantime, we're stacking. I got way more people in line than I do actually doing deals. Okay, and our people are doing it. So does that make sense? You guys get this? You understand what we're doing here? You know, I'm just gonna keep pounding on you. You gotta get good. All right, because when it gets hard, you think about it this way. If you're gonna go into surgery, make sure you're gonna have the best surgeon you can get see, right? If you're sick, you want the best doctor. It's gonna, the market is sick right now. The sellers are sick, the buyers are sick, everybody's sick, and they want a good doctor that knows what they're doing and can convey that they know what they're doing. And if that's the case, people will get in line and wait to work with you, right? We're seeing more and more of these. I'm getting more and more come list me calls. All right. Now I know I started this with, will you do it for 4%? I am also getting plenty that don't even ask about the percent. They don't ask about the price, right? So that's what you got to do, people. And it's not hard to preview property. All right, go preview the properties, learn them, know your product. It's not hard to study the inventory, the market stats. You got to know your product. You got to know the market. You got to know that stuff. If you know that stuff, you become huge, huge. And the steps you take, the distance yourself from others get bigger. They become leaps, they become bounds, you need a moving escalator to get between the two of you. Right? So do it. And then tell everybody you can possibly talk to, whether they're listening or not, what you know, what you discovered. Because eventually, like we said with the timing, it's going to hit them. You know, that guy who's been telling us all that stuff for all this time? Turns out he was right. We better use him. Be him. Right? Be the him in that story. All right. You got anything else to add on that, Jeff?
For better or worse, guys, here's what's happening every single day. As the broker of our franchise, I get text messages or emails from agents who are giving up. License going voluntary inactive. It's about every day. So people are giving up. Don't give up.
Stack
Keep
them. Don't
going.
give up. Stack them.
Yeah.
Learn to juggle.
That's a
Entertain
great message. Database management, get ready for what's next.
Julie, question to you. What are you telling your people?
That,
They're hiring at the Applebee's?
yeah. You know, what I'm seeing is that your clients are lonely. It's kind of like COVID again. So what we've been doing and what I've been telling people to do is get out and see your clients and bring them gifts and ask how you can be.
Pick up calls.
Yeah. So, and we're having a party November 11th. I call it a reverse Popeye. So we've been going out for the last, 4 weeks and handing out these pumpkin scoops. And we have a contest at the end of the month for, pumpkin carving. And then there's a bunch of prizes. So everyone can get engaged online. But on the back of our pumpkin scoops, we have an invitation to we call it our gratitude gathering. So we have Santa Claus and a professional photographer. Everyone comes and I ask everyone, what's your favorite kind of pie, pumpkin, apple, or pecan? Not, do you like pie? Do you want a pie? What's your favorite? And they'll usually say, oh, I like this kind. I'm like, okay, I'll have that ready for you at our party. So we're having everybody come and get pictures taken for holiday photos. And then, it's like a 4-hour party where you can pop in anytime. We'll have drinks and appetizers, but it's just trying to gather people in the meantime. And then you don't even have to talk about real estate. What's going on, and then you don't even bring it up, but it's a way to get in contact with a whole bunch of people, because I'm finding when I'm asking people, do you want to buy, you want to sell, you want to buy, no, I can't, this, that, the other, but I will eventually. So in the meantime, I'm just trying to get in touch with literally everybody and talk about the market. So, find out where they're at, take their pulse. Are they hot, warm, cold? Update my database. And then when they're, update portals, their automatic drip, all that kind of stuff. So,
Love it.
and that's what we're, telling everyone to do is, everyone's kind of, like you said, paralyzed. So be of service in the meantime.
Perfect.
And get in contact and have an excuse to contact everyone.
And this time of year is so great too, because you got Thanksgiving and the pumpkins, or the Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year's, you got a lot of reasons to celebrate. People are partying, they're happy. Talk about that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, good input. Good input. All right, cool. Jazz hands. Oh, that was so good. All right. That's what I got. Y'all, let's go to work, dream big, and let's go get it. Let's have some fun. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye.